Wargamers, it's Thayvian. I'm here with Grey Cat, aka Jason.
Jason here.
He's going to bring some Orks, and I've got my Chaos Space Marines. We're going to do a little close combat army action. We're going to play a Maelstrom of War.
That's right.
I forget the name of the battle.
Spoils of War.
Spoils of War. Thank you, Jason. This is the neat one where you get to steal each other's objective cards. If you fulfill the requirement and the opponent has the card, you get to.
At the end of your turn, you can steal it. Yep.
At the end of your turn, you can steal it. So it's 2,000 points. Chaos Space Marines, Orks.
Yes.
And we're going to do a turn recap for you today. I hope you guys enjoy it. Alright, here we go, guys. It's Thayvian. This is my army. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Here are some berserkers. 9 to be specific, and they are hanging out in this Land Raider with the man in black, aka Karn. Yes, I know he's not painted. I'm working on it. Over here, we have a squad of 9 Terminators with Abaddon. Yes, there's Abby. He's not painted either, but all of these guys, these black Terminators that aren't Abaddon, have paired lightning claws. Everybody else has a power fist and a combi melta, except for this guy right here, who looks like he has a Reaper autocannon, but in fact is my champion and has the banner that is for Khorne. All these guys have the marker Khorne, and this guy has the banner of Wrath, which gives them Furious Charge. In the back, we have a Vindicator that has been liberated from the Ultramarines. Got some nice graffiti on it. And then here we have 3 squads of cultists. I know it looks like a lot more than 3, but it's 2 squads of 25 and then a squad of 10. And another Vindicator. And I'm going to be going up against Jason's Orks today in a tactical objective mission. And we'll see you after Jason does his intro. What do we got here?
I brought a Ork Horde detachment out of the main codex. So what we have here is a truck with 12 boys and a knob with a big chopper boss pole.
Okay.
Also, these are exactly identical knob, boss pole, big chopper, but we have the special truck here with the pigs.
Okay, yeah.
Powering it, and they all have reinforced ram. And this model right here is the only one that's proxied. I accidentally brought a power claw instead of a big chopper, but what can you do? And then here we have a heavy choice. We have 3 custom mega cannons powered by Grots shooting. So ballistic skill 3.
That's fun.
Then I've got some war bikers, 4 of them. Just basic 18 points apiece war bikers, nothing special there. And then right here I have 20 boys led by a knob with a power claw, and they're going to be riding in this battle wagon.
That battle wagon is awesome. It's a converted Land Raider, right?
That's right. It's awesome, yep.
It's like a Rogue Trader era Land Raider.
That's right.
That is a gorgeous model.
Yeah, it's cool. And then right here I have the exact same thing, 20 boys and a knob with a power claw. He's hiding right there. Boss pole, obviously. And they're in a looted fish vehicle.
Yes, it's like a devil fish with a death roller. That is awesome.
So that is a battle wagon. It doesn't have the death roller, but it's okay.
Okay, alright.
And then here I've got my pride and joy. This is a custom battle fortress out of the Imperial Armor Apocalypse 2013 edition. It's a approved Lord of War by Forge World.
Okay.
So it's 355 points base. It's open top, but I bought an ARD case for it, so now it's not open topped, and the access points are on the sides and in the back. Okay. And it's got 3 cannons on it, so I'm going to count this, since it's so big, as 2 cannons. Okay. And that's a cannon, and then I got a big shooter and a big shooter on the side. Okay. So it's like 400 points, I think, approximately. It's armor 14, 13, 11, 9 hull points, and it's a super heavy.
Now you've got some luminaries here. We're gonna go over them one at a time. What's this first guy here?
I call him my spearman. He's killed a riptide before, so
that's awesome.
And we got this guy here riding in style. He doesn't have to walk. He saves his energy for battle.
He's riding on the back of a grot.
That's right.
That is awesome. What is this guy to go?
This guy's being smart, using the grot as a shield there.
That is hilarious. He's got a grot human shield.
Too bad he's still a 6-up save.
Too bad, indeed.
This guy's eager to jump over the rocks and get in the battle. So
he's hopping along. What about these guys?
My 3 HQs, because I took an Ork Horde detachment. I got a Pain Boy, and this is my Mega Armored War Boss. held up by a grot.
Being propped up by a grot.
Yeah, so he's he needs extra attention. So he's got a lucky stick, boss pole. So he's 130 points. And then here, I've got my war boss on Blitzbag's bike.
Okay.
So he's on a little bit of custom bike, and he's got a boss pole.
All right. Well,
and he's going to be leading the fast attack.
All right, guys. Well, that's an Ork horde. We'll see how it goes. I'll see you at the end of the first player's first turn. All right, guys. We're deployed, and I'm going to show you the deployment. First, I'm going to show you this awesome shirt that I'm wearing. Look at this. Agent of Chaos. Office of Cheese Enforcement. For the greater Gouda. Alright. So that's fun. Now we're going to look at deployment. Here's the table. Over here, I've got my 2 Vindicators set up on my flank. And we've got the Honey Baked Ham Factory. It's got an objective in it. You can see it right there. Just going to pan over here. Here we go. We got 25 cultists hanging out at the edge of the Mud River. Okay. There's the man in black, as I've started calling him, good old Karn. He's in a Land Raider hanging out on the edge there. And then we got 25 cultists. In response, over here we've got an objective on top of this building. It's 3 to get up on top of this building, for the record, for those of you at home. And then we've got some Orks over here. Go ahead, Jason. I'm not familiar enough with it.
I've got a truck with a rocket launcher on it, and there's the 12 boys with a knob and a big chopper, boss ball, and there's another one hiding.
Over here in the corner.
Yep.
There's another one.
Exact same thing, and my other third truck is way over here. But we have the bikers, then we have the battle wagon with 20 boys and a knob power claw. We got the 26 boys with the knob power claw. Mega armored war boss and the pain boy in the big special custom battle wagon. We got the battle wagon right here with the 20 boys, knob power claw, and then the third truck and the mech guns for some small pie plate action.
And they're in there with an objective. Yep. Here's another objective under the baobab tree. There's one on top of the hill here. There's an objective in this forest. And then we already showed you the objective in the destroyed factory. So that is the deployment. We're going to go ahead and see if Jason is able to seize. And he does! He seizes on me, so we'll be back at the end of Orks turn 1. Jason, so you begin.
So I just went flat out with the truck up here to get closer and give this something to think about.
That's my dead pile. We'll get to that in a minute. I
shot with the custom mega cannons. I got 2 ones for Get Hot and failed an armor save. Okay. And I shot at the Vindicator. Did no damage. Cost only 1 hit. Alright. And then over here with the Super Heavy, I killed all those cultists with the 3 cannons and the 2 big shooters. Yes. Other than that, he missed his 2 rocket shots flat out, and he went flat out, and they shot and killed, I think, 3 or 4 cultists, maybe? Yeah. Because he was out of range, the war boss, and then he just moved up from back here to claim this objective. So for the cards, I actually got all 3 of mine. I drew Secure Objective 2, which is next to the guns. There we go. Secure Objective 4, which is next to my battle wagon. So I got that, and Ascendancy, which is control 3 objectives, and it's worth D3. So we're gonna roll that now. So it is worth 2. 2. Okay. Very nice. So I got 4 points. So we're gonna make a note of that now on the Ork board. Jason, if you do the honors, put 4 little hash marks there under the Orks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. All right, guys. That's the end of Orks turn 1. We'll see you at the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 1. All right, guys. Starting at this end of the table, we've got this face-off occurring still. Not a whole lot happened. This Vindicator fired over here and killed a few guys and made them run. And so that was fun. This blue Vindicator, I'm guessing that what happened is the fact that he used to be a vanilla Space Marine Vindicator has caused him to suck at life.
because he attempted to fire at the butt of this nasty orc vehicle here and failed utterly. So he shot and missed. Here we go, panning. These guys ran across the mud river, and they're going to obviously be sacrificing themselves.
They're going to get run over next turn.
Giant orc thing.
Yeah.
Here's this truck. He's sitting next to my Land Raider, which disgorged all of these Terminators, or not Terminators, I'm sorry, Khorne Berserkers with Karn, and killed the orc bikes, who are dead there in the back. That's the dead
Karn
pile.
killed five wounds.
Yeah, Karn's a bit of a beast. These guys ran to kind of wrap themselves around this tree a little bit more. They're into hugging trees. And I got first blood. So I have a point on the board. That's awesome. Now we're going to take a look at my cards. Here are the 3 cards that I had. I had Secure Objective 6, which I failed to secure. I had Kill a Unit during the shooting phase, which I just barely failed to do. If the Grots had failed their morale a little bit more or run back more, I might have gotten that, but I didn't. And this one I did get. I got score 1 victory point if you issued a challenge during your turn, which I did. Karn challenged the war boss and was victorious. So I get a point for that, and I'm going to discard this card. Alright, so that's the end of Chaos turn 1. I'll see you at the end of Orcs turn 2. Alright guys, here we go. We're going to do like we did before. We're going to start over here. You might notice there's a little bit different stuff here. My Vindicator has succumbed to the Orc Awesome, and there's the Orcs that remain. This Vindicator was castrated. His gun is removed. All he can do is move. He got shot by a big nasty sucker right there. Okay, spinning around. Here we go. We've got this big Orc battle fortress that
Thunder Blitz.
he Thunder Blitzed through my cultist
Rolled
here.
pretty poor, only killed 1.
He killed 1 cultist, but now he's there in the midst of my unit. This truck dumped out some boys.
12 boys. You killed 1.
And I killed 1 on Overwatch, and then they subsumed my cultist squad that was there. So there they are, kind of spread out, holding that objective and being in my backfield. The center hill here was quite interesting. This Tau battle wagon thingy came up and dumped out a bunch of
20 boys out of it.
And then there was
12 boys out of that.
A bunch of boys out of that wagon.
And 20 out of that.
And then 20 out of that. And they all converged here on Karn and his 9 berserkers and killed them.
204 attacks.
Yes, some crazy amount of attacks. Oh, wait a minute. This guy forgot to die.
Oh, he shouldn't be there. This
He
guy's
should be
dead too.
He should be over here in the dead pile. There's my dead pile, by
Killed
the
the
way.
guy on the challenge. Yeah.
I would have gotten a boon had I survived, but I did not. So yeah, that truck is still sitting there holding that objective. He scored hold objective 4 as a result. Here. So we're gonna. What'd you do with the marker? What did I do with the marker? We'll get back to the marker in a second. Here in the back, that's some dead boys. That's what Karn did before he was destroyed.
5.
Yes, and now if we'll take a look at the board here, Orcs have 5 points and Slay the Warlord, and I have first blood and 1 point.
And I'm going to discard hold the line because I don't want to sit back in my deployment.
Okay, alright. So I'll see you guys at the end of Chaos turn 2. Alright guys, here we go, into the Chaos Space Marines turn. We've been doing this a lot. Here's these Orcs still here. The Vindicator decided to flee from the warthoggy thing there and go over here and hold this objective. So now we're spinning. Spending. Here in the middle, this is what was inside the battle fortress. And it was there until Abaddon showed up with his Terminators and they lit it up with melt-up guns and blew it up, and it did an apocalyptic explosion which did a bunch of damage to the guys inside, which is why there's only 5 Orcs left. It almost made it over here to the Vindicator, but it was just shy. These cultists got really scared and decided to run up this hill into the back of the Devilfish. This one guy, he's going to use this ion engine in the back of this tank as a hairdryer, I think, because his head is shoved into this thing. Here's some boys doing boy stuff, hanging out, loving life. I foolishly completely forgot about my still totally functional Land Raider that's sitting here able to shoot, so that was fun. And here's these orcs. I got some objectives according to my cards. I got secure objective 6, which is over there with the Vindicator. And I got score 1 victory point if you destroy a unit with shooting, which I blew up the battle fortress. And it turns out that Jason also had score objective 6.
He stole it from me. And
I stole it because of the mission rules, so I get 3 more points. Let's just add 3 real quick. 1, 2, 3. Good stuff. Alright, well that's the end of Chaos turn 2. I will see you guys at the end of Orks turn 3. Alright guys, these guys moved on. They have better things to do. They came over here.
The truck.
Yeah, they hopped in their truck and came over here to do stuff to the Vindicator, but they were unsuccessful. Yep. Here's my dead pile from this turn. There's a Terminator and a bunch of dead cultists. So as we pan, here are the Terminators still sitting in their little spot where they were. They took a casualty, so they're kind of pissed off that their brother was killed. Here is the remains of one of my cultist squads. There's 1 orc left there, and
that's my warlord, the war boss.
Oh, that is the war boss, and there's like, I don't know, like maybe 10 cultists there. Here is the Tau battle wagon from whence they came.
Full of about 18 or 17 boys in there.
Oh, okay, so the boys are still in this.
They piled in there this turn, yep.
Right, okay. Here's the Land Raider that I'm going to do everything in my power not to forget to fire and move this turn. Here is another wagon full of boys. They came over here and scored this objective, which gives Jason another point on the board, which I have noted there. He's now at 6. This wagon, and he decided that he is going to document this battle for posterity. He's going to sit over here in the corner and watch all the other guys and hold that objective and just love his life. Here's 3 boys left. I think I don't know, what's the plan with these boys? Are they going towards that truck?
Well, they're going to go probably grab this objective if I need it.
Oh, yeah, we got the King of the Hill.
They did kill a cultist with shooting.
They shot a cultist to death. This battle wagon did some shooting.
It's got like 17-ish guys in it.
Okay, yeah, they shot into the Terminators and killed one of my Manicure guys. Yep. So fewer bodies on the board as the turns progress.
I'm gonna discard Domination.
He's going to discard that card and redraw on his next turn. Alright, so that's it for Orks turn 3. We will see you guys at the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 3. Here we go. Same thing that's been going on the whole game. Here's this dead Land Raider. Here's my 3 cultists that died this turn. These guys are here. They're doing stuff. This guy pivoted around so that he could protect his rear. These cultists tried valiantly to kill the war boss and inflicted a wound, but then failed their morale and began to fall back. This Land Raider shot the vehicle that was here and blew it up. And here we go. These 3 boys are still here doing stuff with the wagon that's documenting. The Terminators and Abby turned around. Abby pep slapped the vehicle that was there and blew it up, and so the guys are there, and then my guys are here, and so yeah, that's pretty much everything that happened. So shorter turns as we get closer, fewer models. See you guys at the end of Orks turn 4. Alright, a little different this time. This guy ran over here and grabbed this objective. This guy's still dead. There's my dead pile from this turn. Panning, panning, panning. Vinny flipped over on his back. He got beat down by a bunch of boys who are going to clamber over him and claim this objective that's right there in the corner. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there it is. Here are some boys. They finished off the cleansing of the cultists. They're very pleased with themselves. Warboss came up here and stuck a potato in the exhaust pipe of my Land Raider he took it down a whole point and blew off one of its lasers. So that was I'll have to mark that in a second. This guy thought he was going to be able to hold this objective under his butt, but these Terminators, after killing the
assaulted all of his boys
guys that were over here, yeah, all these, they assaulted and killed them and consolidated and came up here to contest this objective that you can see right there. This guy's over here doing his Michael Bay thing. He's just recording everything, waiting for that thing to come up again. So that's pretty straightforward turn. Jason scored
Blood and guts.
He got blood and guts, and we've marked it on the board here, so now he's ahead of me by 1.
I'm going to discard assassinate.
He's going to discard one of those. Alright, so we will see you at the end of Chaos Space Marines turn 4. Alright, here we go. Pigs are still over here on this objective. This guy's still dead. This is the Terminator and 3 cultists that I lost to Orks. Orks are here on this side of the Vindicator. My cultists that came in from reserve and ran came up here to contest this objective that's in the corner there. These boys are still here being boys. This Land Raider spun around and unloaded in the face of the war boss and did another wound. These guys are hanging out in the trees being on that objective. My Terminators assaulted this vehicle that was up here and blew it up, and so now they are holding that objective, which both of us had a card for. So I scored it twice. And so there you see, I am currently up by 1. We will see what happens at the end of Orks turn 5. Alright, here we go. Pigs hanging out, doing their thing.
Yeah!
Dead Vindicator. My dead pile from this turn, which is a bunch of cultists. So we'll just
they lost the fight on objective 6 to 2 squads of boys.
They got double whammied over here by boys on 2 sides who are now holding this objective, hence the card. These guys over here are also holding an objective. Don't know if you can see it, but there it is. Alright, as we pan, Abby is the king of the hill for all the good that it will do him.
I'm afraid of him.
Here we go, we got a dead Land Raider, courtesy of the war boss, which gave him this card, Big Game Hunter. And then this is a double score for Jason because he had it and I have it. So he's got this 5th objective marker. So that swung the turns pretty drastically. He is now up by quite a bit. We'll see if there's anything I can do in response to that in Chaos Space Marines turn 5. Alright guys, these guys are still over here. They're not really doing anything. Still with the dead Vindicator. Okay, bunch of boys all over a Vindicator. Both of them have that objective. Alright guys, feel free to leave a comment about the following, but what we have here is Abaddon broke off and is securing this objective, for which there are 2 cards right now, mine and Jason's. So I secured 2 points for that. We'll put that on the board in a minute. These guys did their move, and then they rolled a 6 for the charge. We're pretty sure that what happens is because at least one of these guys would have had to go through difficult to make that charge. I subtract 2, which means 4, which means I don't get to it, and that is almost certainly what is going to have cost me the game.
It would have been a 1-point game if he'd have made that charge.
Yeah, he
was nail-biting close.
Jason's got line breaker over back there with those boys on the Vindicator. So here's the war boss with his 1 wound, standing triumphantly behind the Land Raider that he blew up and then hid behind. And then those boys are still there. So let's take a look at the cards. Like I said, I get 2 for securing objective 1. And the other one I cannot get because it's basically line breaker. And then the Kingslayer, which I also did not get. So going to the board here, I have 10 and Jason has 11. And I have First Blood and he has Slay the Warlord. So that is an Ork victory. Congratulations, Jason.
Good game, Paul.
Nail-biting game. Left-handed epic handshake. Yes,
really
there we
close.
go.
Wow.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. Feel free to leave a comment, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next Wide Wargaming Battle Report.